insane.
In Game 7 of the playoffs.
That might sneak up on you.
I just got too excited.
It's gonna be a fucking train wreck. Don't you crack that yet? No.
I'll crack
no.
We're live.
Welcome to the Gray Area. My name's Greg. That's Ray. And Paul's behind the camera. Woo. And we're here to drink beer and talk about sports.
Let's get after it. That was good.
I think that might have.
Yeah, I think so.
I was actually kind of in sync with you guys. I'm proud of myself.
It just tastes like a hard cider.
Yes, it does.
The Bush Light Apple is what we're drinking today.
It's not bad.
No, it's
But
not
it
bad.
does just taste like a hard
not
cider.
a sponsor.
Drink more of these.
Not a sponsor. We are not sponsored. We're just alcoholics.
But if Bush wants to sponsor us.
They do not, but maybe one day.
All right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Off rip. Do you like my complete bandwagon outfit of
Yeah.
just teams that are left in the playoffs?
Yes, good
because
job.
both of my teams got bounced.
Yeah, my team's out too.
Well, yeah, one of them's the same team, but continue.
I dig it.
Speaking of teams that got bounced, let's talk about NHL playoffs. So round 1 is over.
Yes, it is.
Round 2 is set. The Leafs beat the Senators 4-2. The Panthers beat the Lightning 4-1. The Leafs currently lead the Panthers 1-0 after a 5-4 victory in Montreal.
Woo!
William Nylander of the Leafs was the defining factor in Game 1 with 2 goals and 1 assist.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Leafs guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can tell.
Can you tell by the
Your-
hat?
Yeah, your thrifted Leafs hat.
No. It was gifted. And by gifted, I mean I stole it from my father.
Oh, fair enough. The Capitals beat the Canadiens 4-1. The Hurricanes beat the Devils 4-1. The Hurricanes lead the Capitals 1-0 after a 2-1 overtime victory in Washington.
Really? Okay, so
Yep.
yeah, they would have had to been on the road. That's a
Yep.
good win for them.
Jacob Slavin scored the game winner 3 minutes into OT on seemingly a nothing of a shot. I mean, it was a wrister. It looked like he just put the puck toward the net. Nothing crazy.
And it went in.
Yeah, not a particularly hard shot. Just scooted by everyone, including the
Those
goalie.
are my favorite types of goals.
Yeah,
the ones that just trickle in and
looked-
have no business going
I mean,
in.
it was the puck went in with some speed, but it didn't look like it was a shot. You know, it was just like a
Just put it on net, get the rebound.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. He was just hoping for somebody to touch it. Nobody touched
Sometimes you just put it in the mixer and it goes in.
it. Yeah, it was
So,
awesome. The Knights beat the Wild 4-2, and the Oilers beat the Kings 4-1.
Okay, so the Wild ended up
Yeah,
falling apart there.
yeah, they did.
They were on a good run though. They were putting up a fight against the Knights. They're much better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Oilers lead the Knights right now, 1-0 after a 4-2 victory in Vegas. The Oilers scored 4 unanswered goals late first period goal and 3 more in the third, with McDavid tallying 2 assists, totaling 11 in the playoffs so far. So McDavid is
11 assists.
11 assists in the playoffs.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So he's just dishing.
yes.
Huh? Cool.
And then the next 2 series we're going to talk about are probably the most consequential, at least for us.
Right.
And they had
Both went Game 7.
yeah, they both had drama, I guess.
Yeah.
So the Jets beat the Blues 4-3. Game 7 went to double OT. Adam Lowry scored the late second OT.
From outer space. Too.
Yeah.
He put that in from nowhere.
Yep. Super frustrating. The Blues were up 2-0 early in the game with goals from Jordan Kyrou and Matthew Joseph.
The Kyrie one was kind of shitty.
Yep.
But we'll take those.
Cole Perfetti cut the lead in half in the second period. The
That
Blues,
deflection
yes.
that he put in
Yes.
was disgusting.
That-
He had like no angle and it bounced off. Yeah.
Probably my favorite goal of the playoffs.
That-
just
I couldn't even get mad
skill-wise.
about that.
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
mad. Blues shortly after regained their 2-goal lead with a goal from Radek Faksa, which is sick. Late in the third, with 2 minutes left, Jets pull their goalie, and Nemestnikov, say that's 7 times fast.
I'm not going to do that.
He scored he scored the 6-on-5 goal, cutting the Blues lead to 1 goal,
Yeah.
which was pretty devastating.
Yeah, it was. But the rest of it's even more.
Yeah,
So
I know.
continue.
Then with 1.6 seconds left, Cole Perfetti again tips it in again.
Right.
Tips in the game-tying goal, forcing overtime.
Yeah, that guy really did not like us this game.
Yep, and the rest is history. And as soon as it went to OT, I knew the Blues' fate.
Oh,
I
100%.
had already...
Dude, how much? There was like no time left when they tied it. There
No.
was like literally nothing
No,
left on the
1.6
clock.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
that's what it
nothing.
was.
And as soon as I saw that happen, I was like, oh, well, we're done. like put on a fork and it's over.
What the most frustrating part though was that the Blues actually looked good.
Yeah.
In overtime.
I
but
know.
You just knew they were going to lose. They weren't scoring. And
Walker had a shot,
yes,
but he choked.
Oh, I know.
He choked hard.
I'm not mad at Walker though. He played a hell of a season.
I agree.
Hell of a series.
I'm not like I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but like he had the shot,
I know.
and he was right there, and
It's so frustrating.
I
know. On paper, the Jets looked better than the Blues.
Yeah.
They had 47 shots on goal, less penalty minutes, more hits, less giveaways. But like watching the game, it really looked like the Blues had everything. They had everything going for them. They were playing hard. They controlled the puck most of the game. The goaltending was on another level. Binnington was just incredible. And they had a ton of good offensive chances.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I really thought, even after their second goal went in, I was like, oh, this is going to be, we got this.
Right.
Jets goalie Connor Hellebuck should have saved at least one, maybe two of the goals scored against him too, which was the other frustrating
Talking
part.
about the Kyrou one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even the Matthew Joseph one. Like,
Yeah, but
he
that
shoulda had that.
was dirty.
It was a great shot,
Yeah.
but still should have had that.
He had it. Yeah. He shot it to the side where there was less space. There was just
Yep.
enough space for the puck to get through.
And Binnington, like I said, was seemingly unstoppable. All the Jets goals, with maybe the exception of their second goal, were tip-ins.
Yeah.
Binnington, you can't really do anything about tip-ins. They happen so quick.
The OT one was from space. That was pretty far out.
Yeah, but it got tipped again.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the shot got tipped.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
It was on goal, but Binnington could have saved that if it had it not got
It went
tipped.
past him and he just collapsed
Yep.
too. That was sad.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So Binnington really stood on his head that game. You couldn't have asked for anything better.
Agreed.
You couldn't have asked for a better performance.
It's also one of my favorite phrases. When a
Stood on his head.
goalie's doing really good, and you
Yeah.
say he stood on his head.
Blues should have won, but they didn't.
They played as well as they could have without winning,
That's true.
It's just crazy to
Yeah.
say, but we took them to Game 7. We shouldn't have been there to begin with. The
Right.
fact that we played with that much intensity, I got to tip my hat.
Oh yeah. They weren't even expected to be in the playoffs, first of all. So I was disappointed at first, and Monday sucked.
Yeah.
I actually had people texting me, "Hey, how you doing?" Like
Welfare checks, yeah, making sure you respond.
But yeah, we took the Blues took the President's Trophy winning team to Game 7 double OT and really made them work for that win.
Yeah,
they
we
made
did.
them work for the game win and the series win.
Which might gas them later.
Yep.
So,
And I think a lot of people, including myself, thought the Blues just probably didn't stand a chance against the Jets in the first place.
I was right there with you.
Yeah.
But, we put up a hell of a fight.
Yep. On the bright side, the future looks amazing for the Blues right now.
Yeah, it does.
The coaching is crushing it. There's lots of young talent. They have, and a lot of them got legitimate playoff experience this time around. There's more young talent in the pipeline, and I don't really see too many trades coming, if any. There's a couple guys that might be, they're kind of on the chopping block maybe, but Foxa and Suter, I think, are the only unrestricted free agents we have.
That's what I was about to ask, yeah.
I've no doubt that they're going to re-sign Foxa. They're going to keep him. He crushed it. He had an awesome season.
He played hard.
Yeah.
He always came with intensity
Suter
whenever he was in there.
I really like Suter. He's great, but I don't think he's what the Blues are looking for. He played fine and he's got veteran experience, but he
wasn't on the ice that much.
No,
Yeah.
he's old. He's kind of toward the end of his
Sure.
time, so I don't know if they're going to keep him.
Yeah, just replace him with a younger guy
Yeah.
for cheap. It won't be that big of a deal.
So things are looking up.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
excited for the next couple of years.
Me too, because we were abysmal.
Yep.
In the past, and I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we're looking pretty good.
Well, the beginning of the season too was just
That's what I mean. Yeah.
it's crazy.
I knew it was going to be. I thought this was the rebuilding season. I did not expect us
Right.
to do what we did. So props to coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monty really turned it around. there.
I always liked Monty, and as soon as he got let go of the Bruins, I knew we were going to pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
There was
Well, he has history with the team.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew that they were going to get him. So let's go on to the last series. The Stars beat the Avalanche 4-3. This was also an insane game.
Yeah, I watched
for
it.
A
That was
different
nuts.
reason. So the Stars scored 4 unanswered goals in the third period, 3 of them coming from former Avalanche player Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah.
He scored the first 2 Stars goals to tie the game.
Then he assisted, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then an empty netter to end and seal, or at the end to seal the deal and finalize his hat trick.
A hat trick
Which
on
is
the team
crazy.
that traded you, essentially,
Yes.
like your ex-team,
Yes.
is insane.
Well, in Game 7 of the playoffs.
That Mike sneak up on you.
I just got too excited. Absolutely devastating for the Avs. Rantanen was traded to the Hurricanes after not being able to reach an agreement on a new contract with the Avs, and then ultimately decided to sign an 8-year contract with the Stars.
That's a beefy one.
Yeah. So the Stars are they're in a good position with that. The Avs are
Clearly.
totally kicking themselves right now.
Yeah, for letting him walk.
And I'm
They
here.
just didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you wanted the Stars to win anyway.
Yeah.
Because you would have rather played the Stars than the
yes,
Avalanche.
for sure.
But we're out, and the Stars, and you said the Stars were going to make it all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So you're still in it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And if I had Stars gear, I'd be wearing it right now because I do not want them. I do not want the Jets to beat the Stars. I want the Stars to beat the Jets. I don't. Yes, the Jets were the President's Trophy winners, but I don't think they deserve to be where they're at. I really think.
I don't think they looked as good as the Stars did.
No,
So
the Stars are just.
I mean, if we were taking them to Game 7 and we're inexperienced,
Yes.
and really shouldn't have been
Yes.
there, yeah,
And
I think the Stars are better.
that's
So
why I don't think the Jets should win this next series. And if they do, they do. But man,
we'll see.
I think it says more about the Stars than it does the Jets at that point.
I think so as well.
So I hope the Stars completely crush them.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see a sweep.
Yep. That series starts tonight. So
Okay.
all the other teams have played except for them, and they play tonight. That's playoff news in a nutshell.
Okay.
In other NHL news, exciting. Ready?
Yeah.
For this? Utah finally chose their permanent team name.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
The Utah Mammoth. Pull it up, Paul.
The mammoth.
Yep.
Like one mammoth.
Yes. There's just one of them.
I don't know is it mammoths? I don't know the plural.
Mamai?
Yeah, it's mammoth.
Yeah, that's it.
You got it. I guess that does sound stupid, so mammoth it is.
This is their branding, which I'm okay with. It's kind of cool.
It looks cool with the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the tusk and the U. That's neat.
Yeah. They did the graphic designer give him a pay raise.
Yeah, pretty sleek.
I think so. It was that or what was the one I picked? Yeti when we were going over it a long time ago?
Yeah. Do you know why they didn't go with Yeti?
Why?
There was copyright issues with the cooler brand.
Really?
Yeah, the government said no, you can't use Yeti because of this.
The government backed Big Cooler over the NHL.
Yeah, big cooler.
That's insane.
But yeah, that's it. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I think they said they had 85 or 850,000 fan votes or something like
for
that.
Mammoth.
Yeah. Well, just in total, just
Oh, okay.
850,000 people or voted.
That's a lot.
I don't think that many people voted, but I think you got to vote more than once.
So it was just one guy over and
Yeah.
over and over again. Just one guy in Salt Lake City, Utah.
But he's voting for different teams just to make it seem legitimate. And then the draft lottery results are in. And normally I wouldn't care about this, but this is wild. The Islanders scored the number 1 overall draft pick position with a 3.5% chance of getting it.
Oh, nice.
So
So it's rigged, is what you're saying?
yeah, maybe. It's the first time for them getting the number 1 pick since 2009 where they drafted John Tavares. And if Paul, I have another image here of just the entire results, basically 1 through 16.
Okay.
Islanders, Sharks, Hawks,
Oh,
Utah Hockey Club.
Is that the guy that's going to go
Reds.
number 1?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember the dude's name. I don't know why they put him up there.
Well, he's in an Otters jersey, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's not in the league
The
yet.
Erie Otters.
The Erie Otters?
My Be a Pro guy on NHL was 17 is the one I still have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're the Erie
yeah,
Otters?
I played for the Erie Otters before I got drafted.
You're still stuck on the Erie
No,
Otters?
no, I played for the Capitals.
Boo.
Ovi and
Do you even get the
Oshie.
puck?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the center with Ovi and Oshie.
So you just dish?
Yeah, no, I score all the goals.
They just dish to
Yeah.
you?
It's just me and Ovi scoring all the goals. He's gonna break the record in 2017. This with my
Hell
season.
yeah, dude. My careers are the greatest
Yeah.
because you just become a superhuman.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always
Yes.
the best.
But that's all I have for NHL.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just move into playoff basketball. So, Paul, if you don't mind to play that sweet, sweet music, my friend.
Yeah, sure.
Neat. All right, we got a lot to cover.
That was a great song.
Maybe my favorite song. We got a lot to cover. It's a lot of stuff happened. So we're going to do the first round wrap up here
All right.
first. So Knicks in Detroit. New York ended up taking the series in 6. But that sixth game was insanely close. The Pistons were up 112-105 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. Then the Knicks proceeded to go on an 11-1 run to come back and claim the victory. Brunson scored 8 of their last 11 points, including a dagger 3 to end the game 116-113. So Brunson won that Clutch Player of the Year award this year because he did a bunch of scoring in the last 5 minutes of games.
And did it again.
And that's all they kept talking about. I was like, I get it. He's clutch. I understand he hits big shots. But the Pistons had a chance to tie the game with a 3. They were inbounding it from the sideline. They bring it in. Cade Cunningham gets the ball and dishes it to Malik Beasley, who had run off a screen and was completely open from 3. And it just bobbled off his hands and went out of bounds. There was no time left on the clock after that happened. So the Pistons had a hell of a turnaround year from being the worst team of all time, basically, to playing this well. So they got a good future. But sadly, I have to say, Cancun 5. Cancun strikes back. Next series. This is the sad one, boys. This is the one I told you was going to happen. Lakers-Wolves.
This is my favorite one.
I'm sure it is. You hater. Wolves beat the Lakers in a gentleman's sweep, winning the series 4-1. Game 5 went even worse than I could have possibly imagined. The Lakers lost 103-96, but Ant wasn't even the one that beat us. We got packed up by fucking Rudy Gobert. The big French goon that gave everybody COVID in 2020 that nobody likes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He had a playoff career high of 27 points.
Awesome.
And put 24 rebounds on top of that up. If you're getting beat by Rudy Gobert, you just deserve to lose. So
they lost.
Yeah,
so.
You deserve it. You deserve it. That's insane. This is what happens when you have a 6'6" guy playing center because your 2 7-footers are so bad they're detrimental to have on the court. What happens is Rudy Gobert pops off on you because no one can defend him, and he's just playing patty cake with the backboard, and no one can get the rebound. I'm too sad about it. I can't go into any more detail. So with a heavy heart, I must say, Cancun 6, the final chapter. Moving on. Warriors versus Rockets. The boys down in Houston managed to win 2 in a row and push it to Game 7. So I was pretty convinced the Warriors were just going to, 4-1 them. Mm-hmm. They did it. They came out and they played well. Nice. They had more in the tank. The Warriors ended up beating them on the Rockets' home court 103-89. Shockingly, the hero of the game, you think it would be like Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler, it was Buddy Hield. He led all scorers with 33 while shooting 82% from 3.
Never heard of him.
He played on Oklahoma a while ago.
Okay.
He put him pretty deep in the tournament, and then he's just kind of bounced around the league being a shooter. But yeah, 33, 82% from 3. That's outrageous. I was incorrect about the amount of games, so I should have given the Rockets more credit. They're a good young squad. And the big flaw with the Warriors, I guess, is just their age, because most of their players are pretty old. And it showed because the Rockets were just way faster, and if they would get into transition a lot, they'd win games. It's hard to go up against that experience, though, especially when you're that young and you don't have any. But either way, Cancun 7, the resurrection.
Is the whole league do they have a resort for the teams? There's not that many people.
Just Cancun's the joke. It's just like you're going on vacation.
I know. You
go to Cancun.
I get the joke.
I don't know, Paul. Do you think he gets the joke?
I didn't need you to explain it to me.
Yeah, we're up in the air on it. Continue.
I'm just wondering, does the NBA have a resort down there now just for this?
No, I don't think so.
Or are they just all like, hey, this is the resort we're meeting at.
After running this bit this long, they really should have their own resort.
Yeah, if that ends up happening, because so many people say they go to Cancun that they just open up a resort, but they make millions and millions of dollars and can literally go anywhere in Cancun. Probably not the place they
probably
pick.
not the place they want to go.
Okay, so last one of the first round. Denver versus Clippers. This series also went to Game 7. I was convinced the Clippers were going to pull this off. Game 7 was a bloodbath. Denver won 120-101.
Oh, wow.
And they were just crushing them the whole time.
Yeah, it sounds like
they weren't even close. So the moral of the story is I need to stop believing in any team that has James Harden on it in the playoffs. He might be the biggest choker in modern basketball history or just basketball history. I know you're looking at me like that's some hot take bullshit. I pulled up some stats that I saw people talking about. I just want to break it down for you. This is a list of career playoff games with under 4 field goals made.
All right.
So 4 shots going in. Kevin Durant has 2 of them.
Okay.
Steph Curry has 3 of them. LeBron James has 5 of them. James Harden has 35 of them. How about career playoff games with under 5 field goals made, right? KD, 4 of them. Steph's got 8 of them. LeBron's got 9 of them. Harden has 55 of them. How about, there's
Bit of a jump.
There's more. There's more. Career with at least, career playoff game with at least as many turnovers as field goals made. So you could have more, but just to tie it. KD's got 7. Steph's got 13. LeBron's got 17. Harden has 42. 42 of them.
I was expecting triple digits, but that works.
They put this guy up there.
Just wait, Paul.
Yeah, no. nothing else. That's about as egregious as it gets. But they always put him up there as like one of the greatest shooting guards ever.
Mm-hmm.
He's always in those conversations as people who dominated like the 2010s. So I was putting him with people who were also in that conversation. And he just doesn't even hold a candle to him in the playoffs. You saw 35, 55, 42. Everybody else, nowhere
that's
near
crazy.
that. He just chokes. In that elimination game, he had 7 points, and he shot 25% from the field. So
You're a better basketball player in the playoffs.
well, I don't know about that. I can barely move.
Beer league playoffs.
Beer league playoffs, yeah. I promise I wouldn't have as many turnovers as field goals because I just wouldn't touch the ball.
Fair enough.
You'd be passed out on the bench.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But, like I said, moral of the story is James Harden's on the team. They're not making it. They just won't win. They won't make it to the finals. But Cancun 8. Dark Side of Cancun. That's a Transformers reference for you.
I get it.
I knew you'd like that. That was just for you. All right.
The only good Transformers movie is the first one.
Correct. But you're a diehard fan. I know it. I've seen that Optimus Prime tattoo you
True.
have.
It's Shia LaBeouf. It's half Shia LaBeouf's face, half Optimus Prime's face.
If we ever make a bet, that's your punishment. If
Dang
you lose,
it.
you have to get that tattoo because that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. All right, let's move on to the conference semis. So this is the second round. You got Indiana versus Cleveland. Shockingly, the Pacers have won both games on the road, taking a 2-0 lead against the Cavaliers. In fairness, the Cavs have been down Garland, Mobley, and Hunter, who are 3 starters, so it is going to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
But they were the number 1 seed. I think they had the best record in basketball, and they're in here playing the Pacers. But the end of game 2, the first game the Pacers just beat them, just straight up. Second game, it was like the worst collapse I've ever seen at the end of a game for the Cavs. So with 3 people out, Mitchell had to pick up all the scoring slack. So he went out there and he dropped 48 points, which is insane. They were just like, shoot, you have to shoot. And he shot like 50%. So he was taking bad shots and making them. Hell yeah. So, but by the end of the game, he was gassed, right? Mm-hmm. He's exerting so much energy that he just didn't have much in the tank at the end. The Cavs were up 119 to 112 with 48 seconds left in the game. So they're up by 7 with 48 seconds left. I've never seen a team shit their pants that hard in under a minute. It's insane. It was outrageous. They fouled 3 times, turned the ball over, and gave up 2 offensive rebounds off free throws, all in that time frame. That let Tyrese Halliburton hit the game-sealing 3 with 1.1 seconds left on the clock. And it's not looking too good for the 1 seed out east. I hope they turn it around when they get their players back on the court. They were talking about getting everybody back for the next game. Because if they lose the next one, they're done. Nobody comes back from 3-0. No one's ever come back from 3-0. So, it's not looking great. They play again May 9th.
Okay.
But also, just watching the Pacers win, they're just like the least swaggy team. They have no style. It's everything. They play good basketball, but they're wearing shirts that they call the Pacers the Sirs as a nickname.
Okay.
And they have a shirt that says, yes, sirs. And it makes me want to blow my brains out. That's not cool.
CERS.
Yeah.
Sirs.
That's not cool. That's not funny. That doesn't look good. You just look stupid. And you play for the Pacers. So, like, how about we calm down? You're in Indiana. All right? I'm sick of watching these motherfuckers win. They're boring. Okay. On to the next series. Knicks versus the bad guys. I come bearing excellent news. The New York Knicks stole game 1 away from those rat bastards in Boston on their home court. Yeah, round of applause, please. I'm coming off like a real hater this episode, but it needs to be done. The people need to know. So, it was a pretty ugly basketball game. The Knicks pulled off the 108 to 105 win. But listen to this. Boston shot 63s and made 15 of them. They missed 45 threes. 45 threes, and New York still only managed to win by 3 points.
I shoot better than that.
It's outrageous. So it was just bad hoops all around, but I'm hoping it'll give the Knicks momentum going into the next game. Both teams look terrible. One just didn't take 60 fucking threes.
I could probably make 16 out of 63s.
With NBA level defenders on you?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes. Absolutely.
I love your confidence.
You haven't seen me play basketball in
Without
a
a
long
doubt.
time, but
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
but
pretty good.
if we ever get you in that situation and you can't, that's when you're getting that tattoo.
Deal.
That's probably going to cost me more money than the tattoo to set that up, but it'd be worth it. But yeah, also, Jason Tatum just refused to go to the basket after the second half. Clearly, if they're taking 60, he just kept pulling up.
Right.
Like, does he not know that he's 6'10" and incredibly athletic? Just they don't really have a center. Just go to the rim. I want Boston to lose, and I was getting frustrated because I was like, why are you still settling
You
for
should
threes?
coach them.
No, their coach is a psycho. Like, the coach isn't bad, but it looked like they weren't being coached. Like, they were just doing the
Interesting.
exact opposite. Joe Mazzulla is a psychopath. He's a competitive psychopath, and he is good at his job. It hurts me to say something nice about somebody from Boston, but he is good at his job, and he cracks me up in all his post-game interviews. But, yeah, I just don't understand why they kept settling for three-pointers when it would be so easy to score inside.
Right.
And you had so many opportunities. They blew like a pretty big lead. But, hey, I'll take the win.
Fair enough.
Any Boston loss is a Ray win. So we take those here. All right.
We don't get too many.
We don't get to, you're right. They do like to win. All right. OKC versus Denver. Somehow, Denver's done it again and pulled off an upset in game 1 against the number 1 seed Thunder. So they stole the first game on the road in ridiculous fashion. OKC was up 115 to 106 with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. Chet missed 2 clutch free throws, which gave the Nuggets the ball in transition, letting them hit the game-winning 3. The Nuggets won 121 to 119. Can you guess who hit the shot?
No.
Aaron Gordon was back on his bullshit. Apparently only in the playoffs, Aaron Gordon just hits the clutchest shots of all time as long as he's in a Nuggets jersey. He did it again. And he did the thing where, you remember last time where he barely got that dunk
Yes.
in? So he hits it, and he's just immediately like celebrating his balls off, and people are like dogpiling him. He's having the time of his life.
Good for him.
Aaron Gordon's been like an all-star maybe once with the Magic, I think. So he's always just been like a reliable role player. But he's hitting these shots.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Again, like I said last episode, playoff brain.
That was round 1. This is round 2.
Right. I've always liked Aaron Gordon. He's fun to watch. He jumps around. He dunks. He plays good basketball. I'm happy for him. Also, on top of that, Jokic had a 42-point, 22-rebound game, which makes me physically ill. There's not that many people that have had 40-20 games in the playoffs. It's a very short list. I think it's like 6 or 7 guys ever.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, some of them did it a lot, like Wilt Chamberlain or Kareem.
Sure.
But that means he's up there with those guys.
That's saying
Impressive.
something.
It is saying something. Saying something. It's saying something.
Have another drink.
I might.
Get rid of your jitters.
But you know how Jokic is usually pretty laid back and he doesn't talk a lot?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they fired their coach like right before the playoffs?
Yeah.
He's like actually invested and like yelling on the bench and kind of coaching,
Interesting.
which is why I think they're winning. Because there's no way an assistant coach is doing this alone.
Right.
That came in like he's an interim backup head coach. I think Jokic was kind of like, oh, you're going to make me do more? Because he treats the like basketball like it's a 9-to-5 job.
Right.
So he's like, you're not giving me a pay raise, and now I'm the coach and the player.
He probably wants a championship, though. So.
He has one,
Yeah.
but I guess you want more.
Right.
If you want to be in that all-time great list, you need more than one, even if your stats are insane.
Right.
So, yeah, it's weird seeing him actually care, though, because normally he's just there and talking about how he doesn't want to go to the parade and he wants to go race horses or whatever he does. But, yeah, it is weird seeing that. But it's good basketball, so I'll take it.
Cool.
Golden State Warriors versus Timberwolves is our last matchup. Golden State stole this one on the road, winning 99-88.
Boo.
So only away teams have won in the second round so far.
Interesting.
Not a single home team. And I don't know if that's ever happened before. Not a single home team took the first game. They dropped them all. Also, the weird part about this game, I was shocked at how handedly the Warriors won, even though Steph Curry went down pretty much immediately in the second quarter.
You got hurt?
Hamstring injury.
Okay.
Didn't return to the game. He played like 13 minutes. He also had 13 points. So he was doing a point to me. He was doing Steph Curry things and then went down with his hamstring. But we don't know when he's going to be back. They haven't given us any updates or anything. But even if it's mild, he'll probably be out most of this series, even if it goes all the way.
Sure.
Hamstrings, you don't want to mess with that because if that exacerbates, you're going to rip every tendon in your leg. Yeah. So he might be out for a minute. But even so, the Warriors were pretty much in control the entire game. So I don't know. I mean, the Wolves looked bad. They looked like they were not playing well.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Warriors can beat them without Steph and then go to the next round and then Steph's back healthy, like who knows what could happen. I hope that doesn't happen. But I think the Wolves' chance of winning this series is completely dependent on if Curry's going to be there or not. Because if Curry's on the court at any time, he can give you 60 and just blow you out of the water, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because what are you going to do, guard him at half court? You're going to have full court press like you're playing college ball the whole time? Everybody's going to get...
I guess you could.
Everybody's going to get gassed, though, and it's going to, like, two guys are always going to have to be on Steph.
Sure.
Yeah. We saw it in the Olympics. They tried to do that, and he hit him anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. The Warriors, again, may not need him based on what I saw last night, but it's all up in the air, and they play again tomorrow.
Sweet.
But that wraps up NBA playoff basketball for now.
Till next week.
Till next week.
Podcast round 3.
Podcast round 3.
Even though it'll still be in round 2 of playoffs.
Listen, we don't need your semantics, okay?
Shut up. Are we done?
Yeah, we should be
You
done
don't have anything
before
else?
we fight on camera.
We should fight on camera. That'd probably be way more entertaining than what we
Yeah,
just
it would
talked
definitely rack up the views just watching me get knocked out on camera.
Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on social media at @grayarea_sports.
If next episode I have a black eye, you know what happened. Thanks for joining us. Take it easy.
Hey, producer Paul here. If you have a video that you want Greg and Ray to talk about, discuss, or even overreact to, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much.